This is my light now, B. This is so you know we. There's Wing, there's twist up on the mic, two friends brought together just to talk at night. Remember those days, dreaming about getting paid. Now we live in the dream, no more plans delayed. Fresh thoughts, new crowd, listen up real close. Click, like, comment, and share with your folks.
Day and night, night and day. Tune into the ish we gotta say. Laughs and stories, wisdom flows with Killer B and K. Twist, anything goes.
From sitting in the room, scheming on the low, to live broadcast where the thoughts just flow. If you call in, better be on P's and Q's. Might get dragged down these avenues. We talk the talk and we walk the walk, bringing life to the dreams we used to chalk.
Day and night, night and day. Tune into the ish we gotta say. Laughs and stories, wisdom flows with Killer B and K. Twist, anything goes.
It's more the podcast, it's a vibe, it's a feel. From the basement days to our first big deal, we hustle and grind with passion so true. Every episode's a journey, come join the crew. It's more the podcast, it's a vibe, it's a feel. From the basement days to our first big deal, we hustle and grind with passion so true. Every episode's a journey, come join the crew.
Day and night, night and day. Tune into the ish we gotta say. Laughs and stories, wisdom flows with Killer B and K. Twist, anything goes. Oh, 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 oh.
Bum, bum, bum. Hey, IE, this is Killer B.
And this is mother flipping K to the twist.
And this be talking ish.
Ish. Man.
What's up?
What's
How you
what's
doing,
real
brother?
what's man, I'm doing real good. I'm doing real good. I'm feeling good. This has been a wonderful day. It's beautiful out here. Summer on the fresh coast. Can't beat you can't beat it, man. You can't beat it.
Show can, show can, show can. I understand. I do understand.
It
Oh
wasn't too
man.
hot today, man.
No, it wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Got a breeze. IE's been kicking that breeze a little bit. Wasn't bad at all. Oh man. So what are we doing today? What is the game plan for right now? What we talking about?
You know what, man? I was on TikTok today, and you know, well, first let me start with this though. Let me
Okay.
let me
Let's
let
do
me
it.
start with a big RIP to one of the best wrestlers in the world, and his name is Hulk Hogan.
Oh, oh, okay. All right.
Regardless, regardless of what you think about him, he brought us some of the most electrifying wrestling entertainment that one man can ever that one child could ever ask for, and for one man that one man could ever stand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
do you feel me, Killer B?
No, yeah, man. The words that I remember in regards to him were electrifying. Okay. And
Electrifying.
anytime that he was about to perform in that ring, okay, they would say there was so many Hulkamaniacs and watching the event, and that the whole place was just electrifying in regards to him. So yeah, I
And I
do
was one
understand.
of them.
Okay, okay.
I was definitely a Hulkamaniac.
Yes, yes. Man, I was on it too. I was on it from watching the actual the stuff in the ring from it being WWF to changing to WWE.
Yup.
I was with it when oh my God, what was it called? When they did the animation. They did the animation for the wrestlers back in the 80s. Oh
Right.
man, I think it was Rockin' Wrestlers or something like that.
Yeah, I think it
Um,
was. Yeah.
and yeah, was just stuck on it. Okay,
Man,
you know.
man, yeah, in the early 80s, man, we used to I was in the middle I was in middle school,
Okay,
especially like my second, let's see, I would say 8th grade, because I went to John Muir
okay.
uh junior high school in 7th grade, but when in 8th grade I went to a Christian school, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And our group, our the kids in our group, man, they were such wrestling heads that that was wrestling was all that we talked about when we came back to school off the weekend.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
That was
So,
all that we talked about, man.
man, shoot. We used to go crazy up at my aunt's house and stuff. I mean, shoot, me and my cousin stuff jumping off the bed. We actually broke the bed a couple of times. She was not too happy, you know. All that slamming and jumping and the whole 9 yards. But yeah, we used to talk about him, Hulk being number one, Andre the Giant, the Junkyard Dog, okay, Jake the Snake Roberts, okay, oh, everybody. I mean, we were just, oh God, we tripped. Macho Man Randy Savage, Mr.
Come on.
Perfect, Ted
Rowdy
DiBiase,
Piper.
Piper, okay, the bagpipes. We used to do it all. So I hear you, and just clowning our butts off while doing it. And every time that there was an event, we were glued in front of that television, man. We was glued. Parents couldn't get us to do nothing
I remember we
until
had the Royal Rumble at the park. You know what I'm saying? We had our own neighborhood Royal Rumbles. You know,
hmm
just on the front lawns, and when our mothers got too privy to it, we had to move it to the park.
well,
You know what I'm
hey,
saying? So we could have our own, because the mothers be out there scoping and don't be
oh,
playing that like that. Don't be doing that. We didn't want to hear that.
absolutely true. I remember when uh, being out in 39th and Normandy. Okay, we're only 2 blocks from the Coliseum, but they out and over there, and they did a couple of events over there, and the whole neighborhood was hot. Okay, cars everywhere, people walking up and down the street, people with the t-shirts on, and okay, talking about what they saw and everything else, and it would just hype us up some more. You know, we just knew
Exactly.
it was about to go down. You know, and then at the end when everybody's coming back to their cars, woo! The area was a parking lot. It was
Absolutely.
a lot. So I do remember, man.
Those
Yeah,
days, those days were golden, man. I mean,
for us,
we
absolutely.
just come on, man. It was just such high emotion and such everybody. See, the thing is everybody was dialed into the same programs. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody, yes.
No matter who you were, black, white, Indian, Mexican,
Hmm.
whatever, everybody was talking about the same stuff that back then. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, oh yes. And two of my favorites, Hulk Hogan being one, okay. But I remember when Hulk Hogan teamed up with the Ultimate Warrior. Woo, talk about breaking chains, baby.
Wasn't that
Woo,
wasn't that crazy?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, he teamed up with a couple of people, Macho Man and stuff, which was beautiful. I loved that. Okay, but when
Right.
he got up there, when we talking about when he got with that Ultimate Warrior boy, okay,
Oh, it was a done deal.
it was a wrap. The electricity was off the charts. We knew what was man. We knew somebody was going down. We knew it. Okay, it was the thing. It was the thing.
And then and who their arch enemy was. One of their arch enemies was Jake the Snake Roberts.
Absolutely. Yep. Sure
They were
did.
they were so petrified of that snake.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying?
Yes, sir. That
Especially
was a big boy.
it's yeah, it was.
That was a big boy right there.
That snake
Shoot.
was crazy.
I think that snake was something anywhere between 10 and 13 feet
12,
long.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
exactly
Somewhere.
13,
There you
14
go.
feet long.
Yeah,
It was
easy.
probably longer than that.
Yeah.
That sucker was
'Cause
freaking long.
you know what? Now that we say that, because most of the wrestlers, okay, most of those guys were 6 foot already. Most of them were, and I remember that from head to tail, the tail being down by Jake's knees when he had him
See,
around his neck. So yeah,
see,
we talking about yeah,
15, 20 feet.
easy, easy, big snake.
Easy.
Oh man, those were the days, man.
Those were the days, bro.
But but Hulk brought it in. Hulk bring it in. People was there. I don't I don't remember any a time when he was out there that you did not see that golden, yellow, and red. Man, it when they knew he was coming up, it was like a sea of yellow and red. They was not
Yes, it
playing.
was. Yes, it
It
was.
was a sea of it. And okay, and then his theme song, "I'm a Real American." Oh,
See,
oh, talk about getting some people pumped. Okay,
exactly.
getting it pumped. Oh my God,
Now, see,
that was beautiful.
let me tell, let
Those,
me tell, let me tell, let me tell these haters a little something right now. Let me look because
haters,
I know they listening. I know they listening. And you
haters.
yeah,
Oh,
and we
oh,
cool.
okay.
We cool with you listening. You know what I'm saying? But what we gonna tell you right now is that we don't care that Hulk Hogan, in recent years, was caught in a racist rant, or maybe not even a racist rant, maybe called a few uh ninjas exactly what they were. You know what I'm saying? Or even if it was just a general, ninja. I mean, with the hard ER. Okay, we get it. But guess what?
Okay.
Guess what? How many times have you uh called another nationality, out of their names?
Oh, okay.
How many how many what would people find out you said if you got caught either on the hot mic or if somebody recorded you talking, what would America or what would the world find out that you said?
Okay. Wait a
Because
minute. Wait a minute.
yeah,
Back up a minute. Okay, bring us up to speed. What went down? What went down? Where we at this where the racial slurs is popping. What went down?
well, thing is it's been so long ago. See, I don't really know exactly what he said, but from what I understand, somebody leaked some audio footage of Hulk Hogan going off
Okay,
and using the N word.
okay.
He used the N word
Oh,
with the hard ER,
hmm.
and people got their panties in a bunch.
Okay,
Saying that he's racist and he don't like black people and this, that, and the other. You know, well, my thing is see, and they tried to cancel him. They tried to end his his road to prosperity, in his later years. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
my thing is you can't cancel somebody for who being who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They might have a public persona, and a character that they've created, that has, garnered them fortune and fame. uh that's what we are talking about. We're talking about the Hulk Hogan that he brought us, the character and the athleticism that he represented, and that he put forth, to entertain us as kids and as teenagers and young adults, and even up, in his, older, AARP type years, he
Mhm.
still was entertaining. But we have to speak to a man's humanity,
Okay.
when it comes to him, passing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he might have said some things, but we say stuff all the time.
Very
We st-
true.
and people may say, well, no, but we're not famous. No, we're not famous. And that has nothing to do with nothing. Yeah, well, we hold them to a higher standard. Why? They're people.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People who have, they're real people who have real feelings. They have real emotions, and they
Hmm.
say real stuff. You can't you can't you can't try to cancel somebody because they said what they really feel.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
Absolutely.
and again, what have we said that we would be embarrassed if it got out?
True. No,
You
you
know,
absolutely. We make
uh,
those mistakes. We make those mistakes on a daily. We're human. We make those mistakes. And
absolutely.
to sit there and call someone out, okay, you know, knowing that this is not a regular situation, this is a particular situation that has taken place or took place, all right, and to be coming at him now, is that what the case is? They coming at him now because he's now passed?
Well, they coming out the woodworks, because people are showing respect to the man.
Of course.
And in this generation of hyenas, and I'm
Oh,
talking men and women hyenas.
okay.
Disrespect is the order of the day. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter if you Martin Luther King, or if you a Pookie or Ray Ray who just, who just went to jail. I mean, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? People, especially millennials and zennials who wasn't even born during the Hulkamania years. Getting online, talking crap about this man and tearing down his legacy. Shut up.
Not not knowing nothing about what he has done for the people, okay, how he has encouraged people, okay, how he has been that role model for kids for decades, decades, you know. So yeah, I do hear you. You know, I have a problem with that. How you gonna sit there and run your mouth about someone who's not there to defend themselves? You
Yeah,
know,
you gonna jump on the freaking internet where the world can hear you, and just tear the man down. You don't know nothing about him.
exactly.
You
Yeah,
know,
I got a
and and
problem.
and and so what? He went on a racist rant. We all go on racist rants sometimes. Shut up. We all do it. You do we do it. You know,
We've
he
done it.
just had
Yes, absolutely.
we have done it. Now, we're adults, we say things sometimes, we don't make it a habit, of it and all that, but if we pissed off and we feeling real passionate about something, we may let something slip.
Yeah, this is true. This is
You
true.
know what I'm saying? It's not something that we just, you know, and we're not gloating in it. We're not
Not proud of it, but we
it's
we
we
gonna
not
be honest
that's
about it. We gonna
that's
be
what I
honest
want to
about
say. That's what I
it.
want
Yeah.
to say. We're not proud of it, but sometimes we say things that may not be so favorable, to the next group.
So true.
But don't
Yeah.
try to get on your soapbox and act like you're beyond reproach, you know, because your hands is clean. No, your mouth ain't clean when it comes to talking about other races. Your mouth ain't clean. Just like your hands may not be clean, your mouth ain't clean either.
Throwing rocks at a glass house. Yeah, I hear you.
Ex- okay,
I hear you.
exactly.
I hear you. I hear you.
It
I hear
makes
you.
no sense, bro. How do people feel like no, we're not gonna respect his legacy because he said this and he said that. Tramp, what have you said?
Hmm.
What
Exactly.
have what have you said? What would we find out if we caught your raggedy mouth self talking some stuff that you ain't supposed to be talking?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I get tired of people trying to cancel other people for just being human beings.
Hmm. Yeah.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, you absolutely right. We all make mistakes. Who are you to point fingers? You know, you're no different
Because
than me.
what?
Yeah. No, you
When you
got it.
tell them what happens when you point fingers.
Shit, three come back at you. Easy, easy.
It's
Okay,
three
for
p. It's
everything
three other fingers. Three fingers
coming
pointing
right at you.
right back at you.
Yep. Because you talking about what he did, well, three are talking about, yeah, but we all know about what you did. We know about what you said, and we know how you said it, and we know who you said it to. Okay.
Why?
What gives you the
Because
right?
we've done it too.
Yeah, we've made that
And
mistake.
ain't
Absolutely.
no ain't nobody trying to hide. Ain't nobody trying to be self righteous up in this piece.
Nope. Absolutely not. No.
And we're not proud of it. We're not gloating about it. But we keeping it one
Real.
thousand.
Hmm. Absolutely. Okay. We're gonna be transparent about this. Okay. If there's gonna be any respect here, okay, we have to be transparent. We have to be real. If I am just as bad as everybody else, and just as good as everybody else. There are times that I slipped and I have said things that I should not have said that I know I was wrong for, but I was angry at the time and things slipped. I can say that. Okay, I'm man enough to say that. Okay, I can't point no fingers because I know I've been wrong too. Can't do that. Disrespectful.
Hey, how are you?
Absolutely disrespectful. Absolutely disrespectful.
Yeah, man. Oh, raggedy mouth individuals want to get online and talk to the world. You know, you wasn't talking that mess before he passed away.
You got these juveniles sitting up there trying to make a name for themselves. That's what that's about. Okay. Let me say something stupid now that this man has passed because everybody's ears are open in regards to him. So with everybody's
All right.
ears open, let me run my mouth. Let me say this. Let me say that. Okay. Whether it's true or not, let me see if I can ruffle a few feathers here. All you're gonna do is screw around and get people pissed off at you. All
Run
you're
in your
gonna do.
mouth, and you need a tic tac.
Man, that's being nice. That's
You
being
need
nice.
you need a tic tac. Probably got fish between your teeth.
Oh wow. Damn. See, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it
not the
sickens
one.
me,
Not
man.
the one. Not the one. Not the one. We have so many great people that have influenced our lives. You know. You know. So many. I'm sorry. It's completely disrespectful. When you take a mistake that they have made, that they, have tried to reconcile for, tried to repair the damage that they did for it, and you pull it up out of the dirt and throw it right back in their face, and they can't even defend themselves. Completely disrespectful. No, not acceptable.
Absolutely. You know
Not
what really
acceptable.
pissed me off? I'm gonna tell you what really pissed me off, Killer B, is when these young when these young college students found out, these zennials and millennials found out that Martin Luther King stepped out on his wife.
Wow.
When they found out that Martin Luther that it was reported allegedly that he stepped out on his wife, they tried to cancel the man in the grave. They couldn't wait to run to the internet and say how bad of a man Martin Luther King was, and he shouldn't be celebrated.
Wow.
And now these are lovely. These are our lovely ladies. These are our women, the ones
Well,
who should belong to the African or Afro American community. These are supposed to be our women. You know, getting on getting online, telling the world how they're pissing on his grave and to hell with him, and he can kiss their derrieres and all that nonsense.
that just tells you what kind of education they have themselves. Okay, that's all that is. Okay, they mad at the world, mad at whomever did whatever to them, or as they accuse someone of doing something to them. All right, and they take all that energy and they throw it at somebody who can't fight back. That's all they do. You know, they the worst type. Okay, who gonna fight it? Who gonna try to fight somebody who can't fight back? Come on. I mean, really? Let's be real
Now,
about this. Go on.
now, ladies, before you start running your mouth, it wasn't all of y'all. It was just a, a, a small few who were talking the loudest.
Wow.
It was a small few of you that was talking the loudest. Now, I wonder how many of those good women checked those idiotic women who were trying to sully Martin Luther King's reputation and legacy.
Right. Absolutely.
I wonder how many of you good women checked these raggedy mouth hyenas
Right.
talking about
Right.
the good reverend. I bet you none of them.
Yeah, you guys are good. Don't worry about it. Take as long as you need to. Hey, I get it. No worries. Handle your business. You guys are straight.
None of y'all checked these raggedy mouth hyenas when it came to bad mouthing Martin Luther King. Y'all probably sat quiet and let him do it because you felt like it wasn't none of your business. They talking about a man, so go ahead, have at it.
Yeah, the problem is that man fought for each and every single black individual in this country, okay, being pressed at the time. Come on.
These
You gonna sit
heifers
there and
wanted
talk
to
stuff?
disassociate themselves from Martin Luther King.
Man, come on. That just shows you what kind of sense they have. Yeah.
That's just beyond me, bro. Beyond me. So yeah, if Martin Luther King got it, you you we can definitely understand uh why what's the name got it, why Hulk Hogan got it.
I honestly believe it has something to do with Okay, the the attitude and the arrogance and the childish nature of the person. Okay, I think it has to do with the severe immaturity of that person. Okay, the lack of understanding of who these people represented as far as the communities are concerned. All right, and okay, uh, speaking without having the research done in regards to these people. Don't even know who you're talking about. You know, you know that just that shows the severe immaturity of those individuals. You know.
And these are college graduate females, females who are college graduates talking like this.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you about some. I'm gonna say this, okay, and it's kind of cold, but I am gonna say this, okay. Not all the college graduates did their own homework. Some of them had their mamas doing it, and I know that for a fact. Okay,
Uh-oh.
so they don't necessarily have the education they claim to. Okay,
Wow.
I'm sorry, I had to point that out. Okay, some of them get their mamas doing it.
Oh, you trying to start a
But,
riot, killer?
hey, I'm just telling the truth. Okay, okay. Okay, a college education means that person actually did the work. Their mama didn't do it for them. Just saying. Okay. Okay. You should be able to use those degrees and not be working at Amazon. Just saying.
Shots fired.
Okay. And all targets hit because I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
Okay.
like I said earlier, no, go ahead.
Nah, I'm just being real about it. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. When you are that immature, you're talking about somebody, you don't even have the research to back up your allegations. Okay, and you just running off at the mouth. Okay, that just shows how pathetic you are.
Well, that's true, but you know what? Even if he did, okay, even if he did do it, let's say, yeah, it's public knowledge. Let's say he did do it. You know what I'm saying? Once, maybe twice, maybe even three times. Maybe he had a mistress who he kept. You know what I'm saying? But now that's behind closed doors. Look at the work. Look at the work, the life's work that he did
Well,
for
see, that's what I was
the
about to
American
say.
people. You
That's
know,
exactly what I was about to say. I'm saying it doesn't matter what he did that was wrong. Okay, all the right that he did for everyone supersedes that. Okay, I'm sorry. If he could have been doing all kinds of criminal crap. Okay, okay, but as far as I'm concerned, that boy did so much more. That man did so much more in the light than we ever know he did in the dark. And I don't care about what he did in the dark. I care about what we know he did, okay, and why he did it. And
exactly.
all of us have reason to thank him because we would not be in the position we are now if it was not for him
If
and
it was
others.
not for him, exactly.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, he did for the people, regardless of whatever negative he may have done. He did for the people. Okay, the rights of all of us.
Marching through the streets, getting spat on and getting hit with rocks and getting called all sorts of hellish
Mhm,
names, in front of his wife and children,
mhm, mhm.
getting
I'm sorry.
called boy, you know, uh, uh, you
Yeah,
know, just
absolutely.
just some of everything, man, was
Yeah.
happening to this man,
Mhm,
and you zennials and you millennials, you get on Facebook, you get on YouTube and TikTok and you know all these other platforms, and you try to tear this man down just because he's human,
yeah.
you know, because you didn't because you found out that he wasn't Superman. Oh, so now he's trash.
Mhm. That's basically the case. He's not Superman, so if he ain't Superman, then we can really hit him with the kryptonite.
See,
Think
if he
no,
no, if
no.
you ain't Superman, then you ain't nobody. You need to step
Yeah,
aside.
yeah, pretty
Now,
much.
now you ain't gonna do nothing for the black folks, but you
Sure
ain't
not.
but you ain't gonna let him do nothing for the black folks either because according to you, he ain't ish.
Hmm.
You know you're not gonna make the sacrifices that he made.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. They actually lucky. They not in that position. They not in that position.
They
They'll
couldn't
never. They
they,
could not survive that position.
they couldn't survive it.
No,
They're not qualified to be in the
mm-mm.
position.
they they are physically and mentally incapable of even fathoming being in that position. Okay, because they've never been in a store that was whites only. Never was told, get out of this place. You don't belong here. Never in that position, okay, where they are torn down day after day after day. They have no idea what that man went through, okay, for all of us, for the black community. Has no clue, okay, and they running their mouths. Get a grip and grow up. Seriously, get
How
a grip and grow up.
how dare you?
Absolutely, how dare you?
So yeah, I know we started off talking about Hulk Hogan, you know, uh, and how we need to abide in the spirit of humanity when it comes to talking about the dead. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You
the same
know,
disrespect. It's the same disrespect. Whether we talking about Hulk Hogan or we talking about Martin Luther King or anyone else for that matter, okay, I'm sorry. Every individual, regardless of alive or dead, okay, should be respected. They should be respected, okay, and not even be judged because we all make mistakes, okay? And even though we've made those mistakes, we are consistently, a lot of us are consistently trying to make up for those mistakes, repair those mistakes, be better for those mistakes, not trying to be the person we were a year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, okay? We've all made mistakes. We've all done things that were wrong. There's no reason why anybody should be casting anyone out when you yourself are making mistakes daily.
daily,
Come on.
a whole lot of social infractions.
How you gonna cast a stone? You doing the same thing. Who are you? Trying to make a name for yourself? That's the wrong way to do it. I'm sorry. Off the backs of someone who can't even defend themselves? Are you serious? Is
It
that what you
blows.
about?
Yeah, it blows my mind. I mean, you wait till the man passed away to get online and just start barking, just barking all kind of BS. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Trying to tear the
absolutely.
man down, the man's legacy down.
Sorry. Can't do it. Okay. That man's legacy is monumental. Okay. He has done more for people than that one person will even fathom. Okay. Because year after year after year, okay, that guy broke his back, broke his bones, ended up in the hospital, shattered ribs, busted knees, and stuff for the entertainment of all, not just one race, for all. Okay? He believed
Absolutely.
in the American people. Okay? There's no color bound in that. The only color bound in red is red, white, and blue. That's it. He believed in the American people. That didn't matter whether you black, white, red, blue, or brown. He was about everybody. and he was still a human being who, like the rest of us, made mistakes. Okay, tried to correct those mistakes. Okay, but he wasn't never seen for those mistakes. Okay, okay, he was a role model for people. He cared about people. He cared about his fans. Okay, of all the trash talk back and forth, okay, that ever happened, okay, you never heard that man trash talking his people, no matter what. Okay,
You, you know what I told that dude on TikTok, man? I said, we have to look, introspectively, you know, look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? We're no better than the next man. You know, we have flaws that nobody knows about. But if they were brought to light, people would people would straight up cancel us.
for real.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you yourself, you got some stuff about you that people wouldn't want to know you
Very true.
when if they found out, some of your secrets.
That's all of us. That's all of us.
You know, be careful about how you are so quick to jump on a platform and tear somebody's reputation down just because they made a mistake. Forget. And I told him this. I said the reason, and this is, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole because we could easily do this. We could easily go down there, but the reason that gang banging still exists is because of unforgiveness.
Yeah.
I said, and the reason why you feel the way you feel about Hulk Hogan is unforgiveness.
Being
Okay.
unable to forgive for one's transgressions.
Yeah, just I mean, you can't forgive. So therefore, you perpetuate the cycle of hate,
Yes.
and that's in the same the world of gang banging. My homies have died for this for the set. So I can't let it go. I got to continue to kill people that I don't even know.
Remain foolish instead of learning.
I'm sorry, I don't think I can say KILL. I continue to delete people that I don't even know, you know, and wreak havoc on their families and on their children and their loved ones. You know, just because I got a father who died, who was deleted for the set. I got a cousin who was deleted for the set, an uncle who was deleted for the set, a nephew who was deleted for the set. So I gotta continue the cycle from of jail to the grave.
Basically, that's them just completing a cycle saying, hey, I'll never grow up. I don't know how to grow up. I don't know how to be better than those before me. And that's to me, that's just a load of crap. Okay? Because there was a point in time where I didn't care about nobody. It was all about me. Screw everybody this, screw everybody that. Okay, I want what I want, how I want, and I don't care who I have to go through to get it. Okay? And at that point in time, I wasn't wrong. That's how I felt. Okay? But the older me, okay, the one that's got some sense in his head, okay, the one that understands that, hey, I was making mistakes, okay, that there was a problem in my thinking, understood that, hey, I was wrong, understood that, hey, you know what, I'm better than how I was acting, you know,
Yeah.
I was willing to grow up about myself, okay. I knew I was better than that, and I needed to show myself and show others that I was better than that.
Right.
Nobody wants to be around that crap.
Right.
Nobody wants to be around that thinking. Okay, you are not impressing anybody with that kind of thinking. Okay, okay, you're just showing people how immature you really are.
Yeah. Basically stuck in arrested development, man. That's a lot of our people, bro. A lot of our people are just that we suffer from arrested development. We're stuck in our teenage years.
Hmm.
We're grown freaking adults doing grown adult things, but
See,
in many ways, we're stuck at age 15.
well, let's call it what it is. You say, they're stuck in their development. You saying that. Okay, I'm gonna be a little harder. Y'all stuck on stupid. That's what you are. You stuck on stupid. Okay, if you think this is the way we are supposed to be in the society with one another, you're stuck on stupid. Okay, you're stuck on stupid because you got such a chip on your shoulder about how things was. Okay, you're not willing to change things on how they need to be. You know, you're not willing to grow up and do the right thing. That chip is saying, no, you got to stand up for the set. No, you got to stand up for this hood. You got to come on. Okay, don't you think it's time for the bodies to stop dropping? Okay, and coming to one another and say, hey, you know what? We got this misunderstanding. Let's correct this like men and stop acting like boys. Let's be real. Okay, let's be transparent. Let's be 100 with each other. Let's stop playing games. Stop being stupid. Start addressing things as they need to be addressed. If there's any kind of change that's going to happen, it's going to have to start somewhere. People need to stop acting the way they acting because it's not helping you. It's not helping them. Okay, and everybody else in the middle is the one getting hurt. I think I said this a few shows before. You know, all that's going to happen is you're going to die. People are going to be at your funeral, but then they're going to go back to their life and they're going to all forget about you. Let's be
Yep.
real.
Yep.
Somebody's going to be raising your children because you're not there.
Yep.
Okay? Somebody's going to be with your girl or your guy because you're not there. Come on. When we going to grow up? People, let's start developing that brain for being better, not for acting worse. Come on, let's do this.
Yep. Yep. So just to wrap it up, man. R.I.P. to Hulk Hogan. R.I.P. to Hulk Hogan.
Rest in peace, sir. Rest
You
in
know,
peace.
and we pray for his woman, and his family, that God gives them the peace that they need to get through this difficult time because they have lost uh, the leader of their family, and that's a hard pill to swallow.
He was an icon. He was a icon.
You know,
Absolutely.
so he lent himself to the world. Uh, he suffered just like you said, for our entertainment. And you cannot take that away from that man.
No,
Now I know it's some young Thundercats out there saying, oh, this ninja over here simping for Hulk Hogan, oh racist, ass, you know, oh BAN, I mean, check this out. Just like I said before, you got to start thinking on a higher level. You know, you gotta lend your mind to a higher way of thinking. You can't always vibrate on a primitive level.
absolutely. And let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. Maybe if you stop disrespecting yourself, you'll stop disrespecting others.
There we go.
Let's put it that way.
It's the name of the game is respect. At the end of the day, is respect. If we could
Absolutely.
if we could practice respecting each other and not being so emotional, you know, step back, think before you react, and that we could find ourselves in a very much in a better place in life. Just all together, an altogether better place in life. You know, and to be humble and exhibit humility is a strength. It's not a weakness.
Absolutely.
That's one of the things that our people have to understand. That humbleness and humility is
Speak volumes.
is it
Speak
it
volumes.
it it is a superpower.
Yes.
It is. People just don't understand that. Our people, our men need to understand that. It speaks to power. It does not speak to weakness. That's one of 48 laws of power. You know, is to avoid physical conflict. One of the 48 laws of power. If avoid physical conflict and contact at all times, if at all possible.
So true. So true.
So we're gonna wrap this up tonight. We just wanted to address some things. You know, on this platform, talking ish with Killer B and K to the mother flipping twist.
Mm.
You
It
heard?
is. It is.
So, let us know what your comments are in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Now that you know what we think, I'm K Twist. That's my voice right here. You can
And this is Killer B.
see, and you can address us both. You know what I'm saying?
100.
Let us know. Let us know what you think. Let us, whether good or bad. Engage with the content. So, we can bring you some much better and much more produced content, and we can address you personally. So
Yep, yep. Yep, yep.
so look for this episode, and like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Help us grow the channel by supporting us, and what we'll do is we'll leave the ways that you can support us in our channel in the description.
Absolutely.
So Killer B, last word.
Simple as this. We only gonna be 100 with y'all. We gonna be real. Okay? You may not like what we say. You may not like how we feel. Okay? But that's what makes us individuals. Okay? That's what makes us human. Okay? We all need to respect one another. We all need to treat one another. Okay? and acceptance. Understand we all make mistakes, and we all try to correct them.
All the way lit. And
Y'all
you're
have a
rocking
good
with
night. This is
Talking
Killer B.
Ish.
And this is K Twist. And what we doing? We
Talking
talking
Ish.
ish. Peace out.
Good night, people.
Yo, Killer B and K twist up on the mic. Two friends brought together just to talk at night. Remember those days, dreaming about getting paid. Now we live in the dream, no more plans delayed. Fresh thoughts, new crowd, listen up real close. Click, like, comment, and share with your folks.
Day and night, night and day. Tune into the ish we gotta say. Laughs and stories, wisdom flows with Killer B and K Twist. Anything goes.
From sitting in the room, scheming on the low, to live broadcast where the thoughts just flow. If you call in, better be on P's and Q's. Might get dragged down these avenues. We talk the talk and we walk the walk, bringing life to the dreams we used to chalk.
Day and night, night and day. Tune into the ish we gotta say. Laughs and stories, wisdom flows with Killer B and K Twist. Anything goes.
It's more than podcast, it's a vibe, it's a feel. From the basement days to our first big deal, we hustle and grind with passion so true. Every episode's a journey, come join the crew. It's more than podcast, it's a vibe, it's a feel. From the basement days to our first big deal, we hustle and grind with passion so true. Every episode's a journey, come join the crew.